gotten the countdown. We don't have any bodyguards in place, so people might be walking in front of the camera. It's going to be crazy, but we're going to roll with it. That's what we do. Hey everybody, welcome on into the Big Access Podcast. My name is Brock Benson. I'm your host and the Director of Marketing over here at PDK. As you can see, we are on site here at ISC West where we are showing off all the latest and greatest about PDK and everything that it has to offer our partners. We've got some great things that I'm sure by the time that this episode is dropped, you've learned all about, and so that's great. But one of the things that we're really excited about is our continued partnership that we have with Altronix. If you are familiar with our Red Max and with our Red 8, you guys know that there's Altronix power supplies in there that really help be able to power all of the door hardware that you guys have out there. Well, today we've got Steve and Olivia here with Altronix to talk to us more about our partnership that we have with Altronix, and specifically about the Altronix Trove and how that is beneficial for the installation that our partners might be providing with PDK. So Stephen, thank you so much for joining us,
Brock,
man.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
It's been great. I know that we were just talking a little bit ago about how awesome this ISC show has been. It's been absolutely insane here at PDK. And soon, in fact, this is probably one of the slowest moments that I've seen with our booth the next, over a little while. And it's just because I did, right? We're gonna have people walking over like crazy. It's it is lunchtime, but you were saying that it's the exact same over at your booth over at Altronix, right?
Well, crazy. We go right from 10 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and not even a break. The people are wonderful, and we're here for a great reason. What are we here for? Keep people safe.
That's right.
Generate ideas, collaborate, and I really do think that this, number one, we're back. ISC is back, and back more powerful than ever. So we're excited to be here. We're excited being your partners for all these years, and just love all the opportunities that we create with one another.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you didn't have a chance to get out to ISC, make sure that you put that on your calendar this next year. It's going to be in April in 2024, but it's going to be just as good as this year. So we're really excited about being able to continue doing this every year. So make sure to get that on your calendar. But Steve, let's talk a little bit more about Altronix and specifically about the Trove. So we've worked together to create what is called the Trove, right? The Trove is a giant enclosure that has power supplies in it, and then you're also able to put PDK boards directly in it as well, so that you can have power and access control all consolidated into one simplified enclosure, right?
Yeah, Bob, this is all about wall space, right?
Yeah.
More and more products that require wall space, they're taking up all the wall space in these rooms, or they're just building smaller rooms. So what we want to do is we want to condense things down into one enclosure. Years past, we'd have a power supply, we'd have a controller, we'd have a power supply, we'd have a controller,
right?
And that took up a huge amount of wall space. What Trove does is think about it as a treasure trove. It allows us to bring all the PDK products in, and in this particular case, up to 24 doors of PDK access control into one enclosure with all of the power and all of the power distribution.
Right, and it's fully customizable as well, because every one of our boards has the exact same mounting pattern. So you just go ahead and you get the different board styles that you're looking for from our expander board. So you can get our Red 1 expanders, and that'll do one door. You can get Red 2 expanders, and that'll add in 2 doors. Or you can do the Red 4, and that'll do the 4 doors, right? And that's where you're talking about the 4 doors, because it's got the 6 slots. You do 6 times 4. I'm not very good at math, but I do know that that is 24.
I think you might have gone to high school. Yeah, you might have gone to high school on that one. But yeah, no, exactly. And it's 24 doors in any combination, obviously. But more importantly, it's a nice area to bring all that field cabling in. It's going to look really nice and clean in there. We also, with that customization, you really brought out a good point there. We have at Altronix kits that have already been created for PDK based on up to 16, up to 24 doors.
Cool.
But one of your resellers can simply go in and go, hey, I want it to look like this instead. I want to make sure I move this product over here, and I want to move this board down here. The customization is really one of the best aspects of Trove, because not everyone wants the way we do it, right?
Right, exactly.
Some people might want to go, oh, I don't want to use this particular style of output board. I want to use this particular output board, or I want to put a rocker switch in there to turn my power on and off. So again, we leave it up to the reseller to really kind of make up their mind, because that builds a great process for their organization.
Absolutely.
Because now their tech techs have to go into that closet every day. And whether they're using just one of your cans or one of our enclosures, they now have that, the ability now to just walk in and say everything is going to look the same, the consistency, right? And that's really helping out in the labor and the time that we're in those rooms.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love how you were talking about the customization, because we do have a lot of people who, when they're using one of our controllers, they're like, oh, I wish it could do this, or I wish the placement of this was different. And that's really where Trove does come in to excel. And other things that we were talking about earlier, there's not just the power supplies and the controllers inside the Trove, right? Like our Red Max controller, it's just got 2 Altronix eFlow 102 NBs in there, and it's got then 6 ports or 6 slots for your boards. But what else is in the Trove that dealers can utilize?
Well, that's a great question. So within the Trove, we do offer products like our power distribution module, which is what we call an aux output board.
Yeah.
And that actually is a board that separates the power from the power supply before it hits your board. And some people tend to like that, and the very reason for that is if there is a bad bit of power that goes through or whatever it may be, it hits our board first.
Yeah.
And so this way, the more expensive board, because Altronix boards, they're easily replaceable, but also a lifetime warranty on all of our boards.
Right.
You can go ahead and then just replace that output or replace the board, and it doesn't affect your product. It's all about the uptime.
Yeah.
We don't want something major to happen. It's the same thing on those triggered outputs as well. We like to try to bring that power through with our ACM boards and run the power directly through ACM and the triggered output relay outputs there to hit our board first before your board again. Again, it's all about the safety of your board.
Yeah, that's awesome. So where you were talking about the builder, and you're talking about how you go ahead and you customize these Troves to be able to organize it however is most convenient for your installation. Where do you go and do that?
That's a great question. So first and foremost, www.altronix.com. On our main landing page, there's a little area that says Trove System Design Tool. Just click on that. Once you're in there, click on the PDK icon, and you're in there. You're now building it.
And it's just a drag and a drop, right?
Drag and a drop.
I mean, when I was in there messing around, you can go ahead and drag it, and you can make all sorts of shapes and designs with it. It's fun.
As my parents would say, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
There you go. Nice. Well, that's pretty sweet. So make sure you go and you check out that Trove builder. Like he was saying, you can find it right on their website. You find that PDK logo, and you're going to be able to customize it to whatever your installation needs are. Well, Steve, we're just about out of time. Before we let you go, I do have a little game that I like to play with people here.
Oh boy.
So I've got this deck of cards, okay?
Okay.
And in this deck, I have got a couple of cards. And from this, you can see that there are a bunch of faces on here of different impersonations that I need you to do. So, go ahead and choose one of these. I'm going to mix them up.
All right.
I've gotten a couple of the same ones, and I can't do that.
Okay.
So, go ahead and give me a... Okay. Oh, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Mama said life's like a box of chocolates. Don't know which one you're going to get.
That was amazing, dude. The fact that you sat up on the bench. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That was so good. Okay, I'm gonna do one and then we gotta give you another one. Okay. I got Arnold. I've already done Arnold. Oh, that one's tough. Oh, this one's gonna be good.
It's gonna be tough.
I got Donald Trump.
Oh boy.
Okay, so let's see. Here at ISC, it's a very good show. I walked into the show and I'm like, oh, this is a very good show. It's a large show. It's a good show. Man, that was bad, but man, I hope that you can at least understand a little bit of the Trump stuff. Okay, let's hear your Morgan Freeman.
It's going to be a tough one for me.
I got that one last time, and it was rough for me too.
Yeah,
you want to try a different one?
No.
Okay.
The challenge has been presented. I'm going to say with Morgan Freeman. Well, things happen. God is good. God is great. I played in movies. I was God, but I don't know. The world is mysterious.
So good.
That was horrible.
So good. I love it. Anyways, guys, that's all the time that we've got on the Big Access podcast this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to this podcast, give it a 5-star rating, and we will be sure to Some guy just walked right in front of the camera. It's been happening all day. Anyways, leave it a 5-star rating and leave any comments and let us know exactly what you want to hear so we can be sure to add that up to one of our newest podcasts. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next
Brock,
week.
thanks for our partnership.
Yes.
Appreciate
thank you
very much.
Thank you. Check out Altronix. Bye, guys.